Court does call the case of the people versus Mohammed, Diane.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Mohammed, Diane.
Thank you, sir.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Diane, who already stated his name for the record. Your Honor, I have been able to successfully speak to my client regarding this matter, so that's some good news. And I did speak to the people. We're asking to set this case for final settlement. Please.
Jury final settlement conference will be set for December 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, December 8th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond will continue. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Dane.
All right, thank you, Honor. Have a good day.
Court does call the, you do the same. Have a good day. Court calls the case of the people versus Brianna Jones.
Ashley Feltus for the people. They're branded.
Ms. Jones,
Good morning.
good morning. I was just trying to locate her.
Can you see
All
me?
right. Yes, I can see you. What's your name?
Brianna Jones.
All right, Ms. Jones, you are before the court on a, we need more. On a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about June 20th, 2021, at the location of Huron Valley Correctional Facility, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, that you did commit the offense of aggravated assault upon a Raylan Dennis. Do you understand the nature of those charges, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. As indicated, that is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $1,000 fine plus court costs. I also have to advise you that consecutive sentence may be imposed if the assault was committed in a place of confinement. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, my first question for you is, do you wish to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
This is a public defender case.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Ms. Jones, we would waive formal reading. My client stands mute, and we would ask for an adjourned pretrial date, please, as well as a nominal bond.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, the court will enter a not guilty plea on her behalf.
Yeah.
Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to, can't do it. Which day? December 3rd.
Yes.
Will be adjourned to December 3rd, 2025 at 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. I will set the defendant's bond at a $1,000 10% bond. I'll order standard conditions, including no assault behavior, possession of any weapons or ammunition, no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. And your attorneys will be in touch with you, and we'll see you on the 3rd.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you, Ms.
you.
Jones. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court
you.
calls the case, people versus Michael Heid.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Thomas Heid for the defendant.
Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, if you didn't get him to show up, I don't know how we're gonna get
No, he's
your name, sir?
Michael Heid.
All right. Okay, what are we doing in this case?
We are setting this for a final, Your Honor.
Final settlement conference. Jury selection. All right. Jury final settlement conference will be set for December 5th, 2025 at 9. Jury selection, if necessary, will be December 8th, 2025 at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Both of those proceedings are in person. Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
right, bond continued. All right, thank you. Court calls the case, people versus, is it Sughdial Singh?
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Anytime today. You want me to pass it?
Your Honor, if you could for just a minute.
Case, have a seat, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Joseph German.
People?
Good morning, Your Honor. Oh, sorry,
Good
there's some
morning.
echo there. May it please the court, Jay Dallow appearing on behalf of and with my client, Mr. Joseph German. We appear virtually, both of us via Zoom. Mr. German, do we have your consent to hold today's proceeding virtually instead of in person?
And if
Yes.
not, then you guys are gonna have to travel right down here.
And
So
what?
I am presuming consent by the fact he's on my screen. Mr.
Yes, Your
German,
Honor.
state your name, please.
Joseph Chairman.
All right.
Your Honor,
What are we doing?
I've learned, especially in the past couple of years, to make sure T's are crossed and I's are dotted. I've learned some hard lessons, and so I'm always trying to make sure that proceedings are always being done, even if it may seem redundant. I appreciate you, Your Honor. I've had the pleasure of communicating with Sister Counsel APA Feltes, and I just responded to an email she had submitted to me, and so I wanted to perhaps I would give the floor to her to see if perhaps she has an update regarding whether we have an offer on the table for my client.
All right, you got the floor. Go ahead. I guess. I don't know.
No, Your Honor, we don't have an offer at this
Okay.
time.
That was quick. So she's yielded the floor. What are we doing?
There's no offer from the people. Did the people receive my latest email from just this morning responding to your email, Ms. Feltes?
Yes, she received it. There's at this time no offer.
Any offer in this court needs to be reduced to writing, even if it's, so we don't have the ability to do that in the moment while the case is called. I don't have an offer for you at this moment.
Oh,
Doesn't mean there will never be. There isn't one right this in.
That clears it up. Then given that, we would respectfully ask this honorable court to give us some time, to give the people some time to review the recent discussions that we have. So
You're
perhaps something.
requesting an adjournment?
Yes, Your Honor.
Well, that was a long way to get there. Matter will be adjourned to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Your Honor, thank you. May we appear via Zoom?
You will file the paperwork like everybody else, and then we'll consider it. But if
Yes,
I
Your
have to
Honor.
go through all that, probably not.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye now.
Thank you, Mr. German.
Thanks.
Court does call the case, People versus Hassan Isa.
Hugo J. Mack, appearing with Mr. Issa this morning, Your Honor.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
I mean, no, that was Joy. That was on my case.
I know. Here we go again. Here we go again. Groundhog Day all over again. So,
Your name, sir?
Hassan Isa.
Thank you.
yeah, Your Honor, I must say we have not been able to talk to the prosecutor sufficient time yet in this matter.
Why?
I heard, well, because
She's been available. She's always available for everybody.
Well,
It's you, isn't it?
I'm sure.
No, it was you,
If
wasn't it,
if-
Matt?
if-
Just take responsibility for it.
If it'll help him, I'm guilty as charged, Judge. I know you've been waiting for that for several years, Judge.
I have been. And right now I'm shocked.
So,
Mr. Mack gave me some documents this morning. I'd like to chance to review those, please, Your Honor.
is
Oh, you didn't say all that. Like you just shoved some documents in her face and said, look at these, give me
Absolutely
a
not.
deal.
absolutely
You
not.
didn't say all that, Mr. Ray. So it was your fault.
Once again, yes.
Yeah, okay. How much time did you need?
Well, is it
Miss
possible to
Feltes.
pass this today and have you, up to look at, no?
That is not happening.
Okay, not happening.
I'll answer for it.
Okay, Your Honor, I heard you say December 3rd. I have
Why does this all take so long?
five
You have what?
hearings in front of your colleague in 14A2 at 8:30 on December the 3rd. So
what? I should wait?
I'm not asking you.
Telling me to do.
No,
You want it on that date or you want another date?
another date if you would, earlier if possible. Is it possible to see you earlier? It
Taking way too long.
won't take long, Judge.
November 19th.
Judge, that's I'm sorry, I'm old.
No, I'll wait.
I'm
Apparently, I have no choice.
I'm old school. I still have.
Yes, I saw that. I said he's got to get to the page.
Yeah. What time would that be? I've got to be in front of your colleague in 14-3 at 9:30. What times do you have?
Why does he make me wait to appear before me? I don't know.
No,
I don't know what that is.
it's not me, Judge.
You know,
It's
I thought-
them.
I thought Mr. Mack and I had, an understanding,
Yeah.
but apparently not.
No, we do.
I said everything at 9. We will get you in. We will figure out
Okay. All right.
what time. Jeez.
Judge Freshour, she's in her new courtroom then, I think, by that time, wouldn't she?
Okay, enjoy. So what day? Then I'm just setting it, Hugo.
Well,
November 19, 2025, 9 a.m. Just keep us apprised as to where you are, and I'll trying to prize so that he knows that you're actually going to show up.
all right.
All right, Bond will continue. Thank you, Mr.
All right, thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Brian Maynard. Leave her alone.
Ashley Phelps.
Where's, actually, go grab her. She just went out the door a second ago. Got her.
This is Ms. Foster.
Where was she? She was sitting right there. I'll call it back up the moment she comes in. The next one's hers too? Oh, geez, oh, Pete, find Foster Tucker. Like squirrels. Are you ready on yours, Mr. Lee? Court recalls case of the People versus Singh.
Morning, Your Honor. Joseph Wagner on behalf of Mr. Singh. I've had just an opportunity for a brief conversation this morning with the people, and we've come to the conclusion that we probably need a final conference.
All right.
And the 17th in November is fine, or December, whichever is.
Well, do you want another pretrial or do you want a jury final settlement?
Another pretrial.
All right. I can do November 19th or December 3rd. What's your pleasure?
November 19th would be fine, yeah.
Adjourn this matter then to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would indicate we filed an advice of rights form this morning.
Yes, I did see.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Brian Maynard. Again, I knew you would come back.
Sherilyn Foster Tucker on behalf of Brian Maynard.
Mr. Maynard said he thought you left the building.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
He just, okay, that's how I heard it. Anyway.
Brian Maynard.
Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, we're just requesting a final settlement conference for this case.
Jury final settlement conference in this matter will be set for December 5th, 2025, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, December 8th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. All right. Thank you,
Your Honor.
Bond continues. Court calls case, People versus Wayne Rankin.
Ashley Phelps for the People.
Sherilyn Foster Tucker on behalf of Wayne Rankin. Please state your name.
Wayne Rankin. Thank you.
And Your Honor, we do have a plea form and advice for this.
And that's correct. Your Honor. The People have offered a plea to an added count 2, failure to report an accident contrary to 25722, the 90-day misdemeanor, $100 fine, and believe the 0-point offense.
All right. Plea form indicates that he will be pleading guilty to that charge. Count 1 would be dismissed, and that the defendant is agreeing to make restitution on this case.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's the court's full understanding. May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the true self you got?
Yes, I do.
State your name.
Wayne Rankin. All right, sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of failure to report an accident. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days, $100 fine plus court costs. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
All right, you signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please look at paragraph 5 on that form. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
of your own free will
Yes, sir.
and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On the date of June 23rd, 2025, at the location of 3000 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Were you involved in an accident?
Yes.
All right. And after being involved in that accident, did you report it to the nearest and most convenient police station?
No, sir.
And or leave identifying information at the scene for the other driver?
No.
You did not. All right. Sir, if I accept your plea, you understand that between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing in this matter, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, any sentence recommendation or evaluation, the court would no longer be bound by, and you would not be able to withdraw your plea.
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. 16 today's defendant, because there may be issues of restitution. Defendants referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report and determination of restitution. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case people versus Benjamin. Is it Tatro?
Morning, Your Honor. Morning, Judge. For the record, Roger Cayley, KALIP 48811, on behalf of Mr. Tatro, who's standing to my right.
Your name, sir?
Benjamin Tatro.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates he's going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated, the 93-day offense. Upon his successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
May I have him sworn?
Right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So we got.
I do.
State your name.
Benjamin Tatro.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. Court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And understanding all of that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium there. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
I was reading while you said.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and read it because I got to make sure
I'm good.
you read it. Okay. You understand that you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights that are contained on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, Your Honor.
and of your own free will.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. On January 13th, 2025, at the location of Michigan Avenue and Platte Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
What'd you have and how much? Do you recall?
About half bottle of wine and probably 3 or 4 beers.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
Stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
Swerving, I assume.
All right.
Or-
You're not challenging the right of the police to stop you in this case.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you taken to the hospital for a blood draw?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were the results of that blood draw a 0.242?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I would have to advise you that if I accept your plea, between the time of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, the court would not be bound by any sentence recommendation or evaluation, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
I am not, Your Honor.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Defense is satisfied, Judge.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025 at 90. Bond conditions will.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And sir, you may want to stop down. You can check in with my probation department and get your at least preliminary instructions on the way out. They're on the left on the way down.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Court calls case People versus Justin Katitra.
I should call the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Oscar Rodriguez on behalf of Justin Katari, who is with us on Zoom. Justin, can you give us your name?
Yes, Justin Katari.
For me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading no contest to the charge of operating while intoxicated, the 93-day offense. Upon his successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That there's a sentencing judge waiver side checked. I don't know why that's checked because it would be my case. He understands that I would be sentencing him, Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes, we understand that.
All right. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement. Is that correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, if you can please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
State your name for the record, sir.
Justin Katari.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Court could order community service and any rehabilitative services the court deems necessary. Court could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes,
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
yes, it was explained to me.
All right. 2 things about a no contest plea I have to make sure that you understand. The first thing is it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Basis for the no contest plea?
Your Honor, potential civil liability.
All right. Sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
You understand that by pleading no contest, that you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
You understand that you're giving up all the rights contained on that form, including the rights contained under paragraph 5, which are your trial rights.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 24-12459. Counsel, any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No objection.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, that you would not be entitled, nor would the court be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Proper, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Schwartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Bond will continue with its conditions. Sir, I'll ask you to remain on the line. I'm going to put you into a breakout room with my probation intake so we can get the process started. Okay?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I have a trial with Judge Conkey scheduled on the 8th. Is there any way to do 1 week later?
I don't sentence in that fashion.
Well, maybe I can have someone substitute for me because I don't want to delay this, but that trial
All
is.
right. And why don't I leave the date? If there becomes a problem, just let my staff know and we'll
Okay.
figure something out for you. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, sir, wait on the line. We'll put you into a breakout room.
Okay.
Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Jennifer Galara. Why is he back?
People.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Amber Lee, P84377, appearing on behalf of Ms. Galara, who appears via Zoom. Ms. Galara, can you unmute and state your full name, please?
Oh,
Can you
Yes.
hear me?
yes, we
Yes,
can hear
you
you
say your
now.
full name, please? Jennifer Galara.
All right. Okay, what are we doing on these cases today? I have a plea form.
That's correct, Your Honor. The defendant is going to be pleading as charged in the OWI case and the driving suspended is dismissed.
Got it. Is that your understanding, counsel?
Yes, she's gonna be pleading to a reduced charge of operating while intoxicated for the first case, and then the second case will be dismissed.
Well, I want to make sure because a second, let me grab my complaint. I don't see that as being a reduction.
No, I have it as originally charged OWI, which is what I believe the form should reflect.
It does. The plea
Okay,
form
for some reason
reflects
it was a
that.
high blood alcohol on our end, Your Honor, but yes, it's that she'd be pleading to the operating while intoxicated, and then the other case would be dismissed.
Correct.
For blood alcohol was at the point we maybe could have charged IBAC. My office chose to charge OWI.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I think the important thing is, Ms. Galara, you understand that the plea that you're entering is not a reduction.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And you still want to go ahead with what's been arranged here?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Can you raise your right hand to be sworn?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State your name again for the record.
Jennifer Galara.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while intoxicated. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, up to a $500 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. Could also order your vehicle immobilized Court order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you signed, you did at some point, I just saw it. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that you're giving up all of those rights contained on that form, including your trial rights, which are contained in paragraph 5.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you in any way?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, Your Honor.
of your own free will.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
I am, Your Honor.
All right. And if I can get back to where I was here we go. On the date of June 21st, 2025, at the location of US 23 near Bemis Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
I was, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, you consumed intoxicating liquor?
I did, Your Honor.
All right. Do you recall what you had and how much?
Margaritas, Your Honor, and about 3 or 4 of them.
3 or 4 margaritas?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped, Your Honor.
All right. Why did the police stop you?
Ruben, Your Honor.
All right. You're not challenging the right of the police to stop you in this instance, are you?
Not at all, Your Honor.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested and taken
Yes.
to the hospital for a blood draw?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were the result of that blood draw a 0.187?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any reason to dispute those blood test results?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, if I accept your plea in this case, I have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, nor would you be permitted to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And has the court complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
People are satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to the operating while intoxicated as contained in the case ending in 0991. The other case ending in 1328 is dismissed pursuant to the plea agreement. Ma'am, I'm going to, in this instance, defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m., or as your invite indicates. Okay?
Your Honor.
Uh-oh. Yes.
It's not something horrible, I promise. She did get a substance abuse screening done that we sent over to the prosecutor's office. Is it okay for her to take that with her and see if that's satisfactory for the probation department?
If that screening and assessment, if my probation department says that that's fine, I'm not going to have a problem with that. If they tell you to get another one through Von Swartz, I need you to get that one. Okay, but if she's got one, I don't see why that may not be acceptable.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're right. That was easy compared to the rest of the stuff.
I told you.
All right. Thank you. Bond will continue. Ms. Galara, I need you to wait on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room. Are they out?
They're not out yet, but
They're not out. If you just hold the line, we're gonna put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can start the sentencing process, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good morning.
You do the same. Court calls the case, People versus Reginald Sims. Well, I don't. Mr. Sims,
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
good morning. Do you know where your attorney might be?
I do not, Your Honor. He was here, he was online earlier prior to some time ago. We're sideline calling him.
So, was he on? Okay, my staff indicates that they did not see him checked into Zoom. Are you telling me he was checked into our Zoom?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I don't see him and.
It was a little, it was.
All right, what I'm gonna do is, if you can give his office a call, tell him to get back on so I can deal with your case today, I would appreciate it. We'll also try to reach out and do that, okay, sir?
Yes, I am.
All right, thank you. Quarter past that matter. Court does call the case, People versus Trendis Martin.
Actually, want to call this for the people? These are arraignments without counsel. Macomb County was present. They dropped it out of returns and they had to return.
These are arraignments without counsel.
Correct.
Did they indicate they're coming back? They just dropped out?
They just dropped out, came back, dropped out, had a return.
Got it.
So.
Okay. Well, I guess on these, what I'll do is I'll adjourn these out to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. and then we'll figure out if he's still in Macomb County and what we'll do with those. Pardon? He's there. Okay, there he is. Court recalls the case of the People versus Reginald Sims.
Actually, want to call this for the people?
Good morning, Your Honor. Justin Zaid, appearing on behalf of Mr. Sims, who is present and consents to appear via Zoom. Mr. Sims, can you state your name?
Yes, Reginald Sims.
Okay, what are we doing?
I've been in good communication with defense counsel. We were able to reach an agreement just this morning, so I think we need an adjournment to get the plea form prepared. And
all right. Got it. I will adjourn it to November 19th. Will that work for you, counsel?
Yeah, we'll have it in by then.
All right. 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What did they say we gonna do about
That's it? That's about?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Hey, apparently you got a kind bar? Never mind. I got
I
to.
do.
I figured you would. Court stands in recess.
Rise. Rise. The 14A District Court of County of Washington, State of Michigan is now making session.
You may be seated. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Court does call the case People versus Jacqueline Murray.
People.
Tina Sachs on behalf of Jacqueline Murray, standing in for Edward Drukas, who's the friend of record with Ms. Murray's permission. Is that correct, Ms. Murray?
Yes, ma'am.
State your name.
Jacqueline Murray.
All right, what are we doing today?
We're requesting an adjournment, well, as the attorneys try to work out a resolution on this matter.
Without objection, November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bond continued. Court calls case of the People versus Lawrence Peck.
Correctional Officer for the People.
Your Honor, Joe Simon, on behalf of Mr. Peck.
State your name when you get up here, Larry. Lawrence Peck.
Your Honor, we are here to sort of, lack of a better term, complete the transaction that we sort of began at the PCC level. The cases were charged under two different case numbers because of ripening of the blood. Mr. Peck is going to tender a plea of impaired driving, second offense today before Your Honor. And the matter here pled to at PCC will be ended if the court approves the sentencing along with this to the 15th District Court for probation purposes, Sobriety Court, as he has been screened.
Court's understanding is exactly that, and that he's going to be pleading in the case ending in 1371 to operating while visibly impaired. Second offense, the 1 year charge. Count one would, the OWI second would be dismissed. And that's the court, at least it's plea form, the court's understanding.
That's correct.
Okay.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, self you got?
I do.
State your name.
Lawrence Peck.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of operating while visibly impaired, second offense. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $1,000 fine plus court costs. The court could also order community service or any rehabilitative programs, could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And understanding that, you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form previously, is that correct?
We did a fresh one today, Your Honor, as well.
Any questions
No, Your Honor.
regarding those rights? Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, Your Honor.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
What paperwork to give those, huh? On the date of July 2nd, 2025, Oak Valley near Waters Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, did you consume intoxicating liquor?
Yes, Your Honor.
What'd you have and how much?
I had beer, maybe 5.
5? Okay. Were you stopped by the police or was there an accident?
I was stopped by the police.
Why'd they stop you?
A traffic light infraction.
All right. Were you ultimately arrested?
Yes. Your
All right. Were you taken to the station and then to the hospital for a blood draw?
Yes, I was.
And were the results of that blood draw 0.084?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you have any reason to dispute those results?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Taking everything into consideration on that date and at that time, do you believe that your ability to operate that motor vehicle was visibly impaired due to your consumption of alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
And had you previously been convicted of operating while intoxicated in the 1483 District Court on or about September 18, 2023?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you that if I do accept your plea, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, the court would no longer be bound by, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
I'm only aware of this being a local resolution with an assaulting, resisting, or obstructing a police officer that arose out of the same transaction. I have no other awareness of any other process.
No, I think it's fair to say this was, the offers were made combined, conditioned on his participation in sobriety court.
That's correct.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule, or would it be proper to accept this defendant's?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea in case 1371 to count 2, count 1 is dismissed. All right, are we prepared to proceed forth to sentencing on these?
We are, Your Honor. My client can, we've reviewed the recommendations. We asked the court to adopt them. The sobriety court is ready to receive him for formal acceptance on 1 week from Friday. That would be the 14th of November.
Got it. Sir, anything you want to tell me before I impose sentence?
No, Your Honor.
All right. In the case ending in 1371, sentence of the court, 24 months probation with supervision through the 15th District Court, 15th District Sobriety Court. You're to pay $1,255 fines and costs, $100 prosecution recovery costs, and $100 police agency recovery costs. Those are all payable to 14A1. When can you pay that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Can you pay that today? Yes.
Okay, that will be paid today. Probation oversight fees will be set and paid to 15th District Court. You are to comply with all terms and conditions of the 15th District Sobriety Court. I'll continue the sober link until further direction of the 15th District Court. I'll order 365 days in jail, credit 2, and the balance is suspended. On the other matter, ending in 0977, 24 months probation with supervision through the 15th District Court, 15th District Sobriety Court. You're to pay $655 fines and court costs payable to 14A1. Can you also pay that today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, that is also payable today. Probation oversight fees will be set and paid to 15th District Court. You're to comply with all terms and conditions of the 15th District Sobriety Court. Below 365 days in jail, credit 2, balance suspended.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor, they say those in influence are trying to make a change over in Maryland. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know who's in influence and who might be included.
Yeah, they like play the whole game. Anyway, that'd be a change. Court calls the case, People versus Taylor Buyer.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mayor Police Court, Your Honor. Attorney Damien Caspi, number 85852 on behalf of Mr. Taylor Buyer. Who stands to my right, state your name loudly for the record. Taylor Buyer.
I have before me a plea form. Indicates that the defendant is going to be pleading guilty. The charge count 1 of possession of drug paraphernalia, the 90-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, the defendant would be offered, and there's a sentence agreement of prosecutor's deferred sentence. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct. That's correct.
Oh, may I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. Solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
State your name.
Taylor Buyer.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia under the Pittsfield Township ordinance. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Still wish to plead guilty? And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any question regarding any of those rights, sir?
No, Your Honor.
Please look at paragraph 5. You'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I'm not.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, Your Honor.
Doing this voluntarily?
Yes, Your Honor.
Of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
on June 19th, 2025, at the location of Carpenter Road near Ellsworth in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Did you have certain items in your possession?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you have a glass crack pipe and push rods in your possession?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you know you had them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were those used for the consumption or ingestion of drugs?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And they were yours?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is there any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule would be proper?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report and consideration of prosecutor's deferred sentencing in this matter. Are you incarcerated on something else, sir?
Yes,
Just this case.
Just this case, Your Honor.
November 9th, what day do I have a sentence?
Oh,
November 12th.
Your Honor, is it only concerned with that I start a homicide trial November 12th, and possibly 2 weeks that day. If I may appear via Zoom, I can make that happen as early as that day.
Can she get to him and say, I'm gonna do it so we can get you sentenced on the way? November 12th, 2025, 9 a.m. We will, if you submit the form, we'll consider that, but I don't want to hold him to a December sentencing.
I agree, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Chidera Akiji.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Ikiji. Just state your name for the record, please, sir.
What's your name?
I see that it's a map, but no, I'm mistake that out. Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm asking for an adjournment. This is a driving without registration case being held on 2 felony files.
Be the magistrate or judge, or I would like for everyone to know that my bond has been paid and I'm being held against my will.
I think he walked away from the camera. I have been in communication with his father, trying to get the registration or
Information on this case.
documentation to Mr. Stiller. So I'm going to continue working on that, but yeah, Mr.
But he's being held on 2 other felonies.
Right.
I'll adjourn this case to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued in this case. Thank you. Court does call the case People versus Alicia Allen.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Miss Allen. Miss Allen, state your name for the record.
Alicia Mary Allen.
Your Honor, we've come to a resolution. However, Miss Allen is on probation out of Jackson County, so I want to verify if this may impact her probation there before we move forward.
Got it. Adjourn the matter to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continues.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Court does call the case People versus Deanna Conrad.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Conrad. Please state your name for the court, ma'am.
Deanna Conrad.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. As to the case 1811880, I'm requesting an adjournment. Ms. Conrad is in the process of completing an assessment through Von Schwartz. I don't know if it's been mailed in or not or completed. I have not yet received it back, but I do know that she has been in the process of doing it. And then there is a civil infraction resolution in the other matter.
All right, so on 1880, I will adjourn. Do you want the 19th or the 3rd?
I would ask for the 3rd, Your Honor. I'm not sure if I'd
December.
have the assessment in time.
December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And then on the other matter,
In 1088, Your Honor, I'm gonna move to add count 2 of double parking. Defendant's gonna admit responsibility to that add count 2, and if you accept that, I move to dismiss the original charge.
and Ms. Conrad, do you admit responsibility to the fact that on the date of July 18, 2025, State Street in Pittsfield Township, Washita County, State of Michigan, that you double parked the motor?
I do.
Court will accept that plea. Count 2, count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can you get that paid, ma'am?
I'll have it paid before, I'm thinking the 21st of November.
You can pay it by the 21st?
Yes, sir.
All right. What I will indicate is get it paid by November 24th, that Monday.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Ms. Conrad.
Court calls the case People versus Rick Artuso.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Mary Rubio on behalf of Mr. Artuso, who is approaching. I'm standing in for the attorney of record, David Burgess, with his consent. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Could you please state your name?
Rick Artuso.
What are we doing?
Today's obviously date and time for a pre-trial. Mr. Burgess has advised me that Mr. Artuso has a sentencing scheduled for November 12th, and he wanted me to ask for an adjournment until after that date. Sentencing is in circuit court.
Turn this matter to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Your Honor, can I ask a question? I'm not sure procedurally if anybody can do anything about it here, but
If I said no, what would happen?
I'd probably still keep talking. At
Okay.
least I asked, right?
And I keep listening. No, go ahead. What's it?
Mr. Artuso advises me that he has not yet been interviewed or for his PSI report, and I know the sentencing is coming up, next.
That for the circuit court?
Right. So is there someone I should contact? I just don't want him to get there and then they have to adjourn it because he hasn't been interviewed, and he's available.
I'm not sure exactly who you would contact, but I'd suggest contacting the judges' chambers.
Okay.
To let them know at least what's going on.
Okay.
Maybe they can, because the sentencing on the felony is going to be done through the Department of Corrections in any event, so.
Correct. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Court calls the cases of the People versus Ibrahim.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Your Honor, who's not present, he was transferred from there on Friday morning from Washington County Jail.
From Washington County, he went to MDOC. We don't know where he at though, right?
He did his Jackson, or at least that's what I checked.
Where he is current. Okay, let's do this. I'll adjourn this to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Let's try to find out where he is and where he might settle.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Eduardo Renavides.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Tate with and on behalf of Mr. Benavides, who stands to my right. Please state your name for the record, sir.
Eduardo Benavides.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant is going to be pleading guilty to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia in a 90-day offense, which is a stated count 1, and that the defendant, there's a sentence agreement that he's been approved for a deferred sentence in this case. That's the court's full understanding of any agreements.
The only correction, Your Honor, I believe it's going to be a no contest plea. Is Your Honor?
Yes, it's a no contest. I say guilty. It's a no contest. All right. have him sworn.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give, truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
State your name.
Eduardo Benavides.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding that you're gonna plead no contest to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
Two things about it. First of all, it means that you're not further, that you no longer wish to challenge this particular charge. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
Basis for the no contest plea?
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
Sir, to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty, right?
Do you plead guilty, no contest, or not guilty?
Well, no contest.
All right, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Look at paragraph 5, you'll see a copy on the podium. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal outright.
Yes.
You understand? Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
All right. Court has been handed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 25-13960. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I have to apprise you between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation or recommendation, nor would the court be bound by that, and you could not withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Or will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report and consideration of deferred sentencing. Sentencing in this matter will be. Is this the only thing holding you, sir?
No, Your Honor, he is going to court, or he'll be in front of you tomorrow for a probable cause conference.
Right.
He has a 50,000 bond or
On that
$50,000 cash surety bond on that case.
All right, I'll set it for the December 10th date, December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Ajuan Jones Yancey.
Conrad Siller on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
So Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Jones Yancey, who's present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
How's it going? I'm Ajwan Malik Jones Yancey. I apologize.
Thank you, Your Honor. In the Pittsfield Township case, there was a civil infraction offer that my client would like to take advantage of. We would be requesting an adjournment in the state case. My client is hopes that he will have his license valid around the new year.
All right, so on 568, you're requesting the adjournment, and you said, what'd you say about the new year?
He's hoping to have his license clear by the new year. Yes, he states he is working full-time and a full-time dad, but he doesn't have the money, he says, right now to get it all completely clear and valid. But he's hoping to by the new year.
I'll adjourn this matter out to January 7th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
On that case, and then on the other case.
In the township case, Your Honor, I'm going to add a count 2 of double parking. If you accept the admission to that, I'd move to dismiss the original charge.
Come on.
Sir? Do you admit responsibility to the fact that on or about September 5th, 2025, Washington Avenue in Pittsfield Township, that you double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can you get that paid?
I'm honestly not sure, but
pay it by December 31st, 2025.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Jones Yancey.
Court calls the case People versus Ishmael Davis.
Just call this for the people.
Good afternoon, or good morning, excuse me, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Davis, who's approaching. Mr. Davis, state your name for the record, please.
Ishmael Alexander Davis.
All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, we are requesting an adjournment. We are in negotiations. However, the people want Mr. Davis to complete treatment before we finalize a resolution. However, Mr. Davis has a hold that we're trying to resolve before he's released to treatment. He has a warrant out of Wayne County that I think is because he missed some things while he's been here. So we're kind of doing the chicken and the egg thing, but I've been in touch with Wayne County to try to get that resolved. So I'm asking for an adjournment of this court date so I can work on that, get the treatment, and then the hope is a resolution will follow.
I think he's being held on a felony as well.
I'm sorry?
I think there's a felony holding him as well.
Got it. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
let me go to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. and let's see where it's at.
He has released the treatments because he has a lot of cases here also, but we've have releases on all of them. So it's really just the hold that's
just a hold on it.
Yeah.
All right.
We're working on it.
Court calls the case People versus Michael Adkins.
Just call this for the people.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Adkins. Mr. Adkins, state your name for the record.
Michael Adkins.
Thank you.
Your Honor, regarding the pretrial, we are asking for an adjournment for plea negotiations.
And I would like to be heard on bond when appropriate.
You're asking for an adjournment?
Yes.
Okay. As to bond, go
Your
ahead.
Honor, the court, I'm sure, recalls on the 15th of October when this defendant was arraigned and placed on bond conditions, he was placed on intensive supervision at community corrections. I did not request any alcohol monitoring device because this is an OWI involving over, I think it was 47 nanograms of cocaine in his blood, as well as over 1,000 nanograms of the metabolite that cocaine turns into when we process it in our bodies. And this defendant has had 4 drug tests since he was arraigned. One of them was negative on October 17th. He missed October 20th. October 24th had a positive ETG, and he missed October 31st. So I'm extremely concerned with his non-compliance with testing, and I would ask the court to either issue a bench warrant, remand him, and raise his bond, consider adding alcohol monitoring, or whatever sanction is appropriate. But while not labeled as a violation report by community corrections, the position of the people is that this is violative of his release conditions.
Why did he miss his test?
He indicated that he has been, so he lives in Flint. He was planning on coming to community corrections to test. However, as reflected in the reports, that second test that he was coming here for, his car broke down. He has no car and no transportation here from Flint. He was testing at another place up there.
Yeah. But I don't.
He represented to me that he has been calling here, as was what Agent Kurt.
Then I gave him permission to test up in Flint.
Your Honor advised him that you wanted to see the first couple of tests here. So that is why he was on his way here for that second test, and that's when his car broke down. He's
Do I have proof that his car broke down?
I don't have any proof that his car broke down. No, he did say he did try to go. I could get it to the court. He tried to take it to a mechanic. It's going to cost a couple $1,000s to fix, which he doesn't have right now. I will say he has been in touch with Agent Kerr. She advised him to bring it up with Your Honor, and let you know the circumstances. But obviously, we have these other events that arose as well.
The problem is that on the 24th, I get a positive ETG. And then the next test is missed. And the test before that was missed. I mean,
Yeah, Mr. Atkins says he has been calling every day as instructed here, our community corrections, and has tested when he's supposed to, or has intended to go in when he's called. He says he was not called in on the 31st. I don't know what miscommunication happened there.
but if he wasn't called in on the 31st, why does car break down?
The car broke down prior to the test immediately after the 17th. And then he did a makeup test in Flint, which
so then he's saying that there was no call for the test on the 31st?
That is what he indicated to me.
But he's been taking weekly tests, basically.
Again, I don't know what miscommunication happened there, where the community corrections wanted him to test, but he says his number wasn't called. I don't know. He indicated he's or our line. Your Honor, I would ask that we adjourn the pretrial. He's happy to report for any device alcohol monitoring and see how he does on bond moving forward.
And Judge, again, it is a second offense.
Let me see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate the defendant is to report to community corrections test. He's to do that by this Friday, the 7th. If he doesn't test, then a bench warrant will issue for his arrest with no bond. I will adjourn this matter to the 19th of November, 2025, 9 a.m. That is in person. Thank you. Court does call the cases of the people versus Brian Gerard.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Gerard. Mr. Gerard, state your name for the record, please.
Brian Gerard.
Your Honor, these cases are going to be dismissed as pursuant to a global resolution that was worked up in circuit court, is my understanding. No objection from us. And I assume no objection.
I don't think so.
All right. These cases are dismissed. Good luck to you, Mr.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus, is it Shernay Bell?
Are
they here?
I do not have that.
One second, I just want to catch that. Al? Bench warrant will issue for the defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $5,000. Give a 10% privilege on it. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the cases of the people versus Paris Lester.
Conrad Soler on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Lester. State your name for the record.
Paris Lester.
Thank you.
So, Your Honor, we were so close to having a resolution. I spoke with the people in both jurisdictions today, but during our conversation, some additional considerations have arose, so we're asking for another adjournment, so Mr. Lester and I can speak further, and I
Okay.
appreciate the people trying to work it out.
The 19th or the 3rd?
Let's do the 3rd. He's being held on a VOP sentence.
Got it.
That's okay with you.
Adjourn these matters to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Let's see if we can try to clear everything up. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Cornell Brown.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, state your name for the record.
Is there Cornell Brown? Need to unmute. Turn on your camera, please. Cornell Brown? Not answering. I'll pass it. Are those part of this one?
Yep.
Thomas, court calls case people versus Thomas Sharon. 2 cases.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Sharon, who is approaching. Say your name for the record, sir.
Thomas Sharon.
You know, we have come to a resolution. You should have a plea form.
I do. He's going to plead guilty to the charge contained in case 1602, the assault and battery. Upon a successful plea to that charge, the other case ending in 1601 would be dismissed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is our full understanding.
And there is no other type of an agreement. May I have him sworn?
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the true self.
Yes.
State your name.
I'm sure.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of assault and or assault and battery. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct? You gave permission to have it signed?
Yes.
Document that goes over all of your rights we spoke about yesterday. The document that goes over all your rights that we spoke about yesterday.
Okay, you recall that? Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
Look right below you on the podium. Need you to look at paragraph 5. That's a copy of the form you signed. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
All right, and also because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes.
Are you saying you're not guilty? Are you guilty or not guilty?
I'm guilty.
Okay.
September 9th, 2025, at the location of 4005 Washtenaw. What did you do involving a person by the name of John Coates that makes you think that you're guilty?
He's asking what you did on that day that makes you think that you're guilty.
What?
What happened on that day that makes why you're guilty today?
But what it says on the report.
He's got to hear it from you as well.
What I did? I saw some guys around. I guess I don't know.
What'd you do?
Yeah. Yes. What did you do?
I assaulted somebody. I guess. You know.
Do you remember doing it?
Huh?
Do you remember doing that?
Yes. Well, not really.
If you don't remember, then we won't move forward with the plea. But
yes, I remember that time. So.
Are you sure?
What do you remember doing?
I assaulted some guys.
When you say you assaulted him, what did you do?
I punched him, I guess.
You guess? Or you know? I'm adjourning this case to December 3rd. I'm not
We don't need the hell out of here.
2025, 9 a.m.
The judge doesn't want to.
This bond will continue.
Not sure.
Thank you.
Want to move forward with the plea.
I'm sure.
I'll come talk to you. We'll talk. Okay.
Court calls case People versus Zachary Burlap.
Question called this from the people. Yes, this is on behalf of Mr. Burnett, who is going to be Zoom. Sir, tell me and state your name and for.
There it is. Mr. Burlap, yeah, thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Zachary Burlap.
All right, what are we doing?
I'm also requesting adjournment. I have had the opportunity to speak a little bit more to Mr. Burnett, but I need to speak about the restitution that would be owed in order to resolve the case. And I do think
December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Thank you. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Randolph Taylor.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Taylor, who is approaching.
I don't have a sticker on this. I do not.
Please state your name for the record, sir.
Randolph Taylor.
Oh, I do. It's below. All right, what are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm ultimately requesting an adjournment. Mr. Taylor is being held on a felony matter, and I was able to discuss this case with both him and the people. There is a tentative resolution in place once his felony case has resolved. So I would be asking for an adjournment, possibly till the December date. He's scheduled in front of Your Honor for PCC tomorrow.
December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Matthew Wallace, 3 cases. Oh.
Red
sure.
Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
My problem. My fault. My bad. I gotta wait. He's. All right, while I'm waiting on this person, court does call the case People versus Thomas Sharon.
He's in custody.
He's still an individual that the plea.
Hold on. What file did I just give you? I may have given you the wrong file.
Taylor and Burnett, you just did those.
Sharon had more than one file.
He did. Or he does.
That was his dismissal.
Yeah. Well, not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. That's why. Got it. Yes, Wallace. That's why. Court calls the case of People versus Matthew Wallace.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Ashley Bell.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Wallace. State your name for the record, please.
Matthew Wallace.
Thank you.
You know, we're requesting an adjournment for a global. Mr. Wallace has a couple of felonies that we'd like to work out all together.
All right, would the 19th of the 3rd be better? Trying to get all that together. I just have a feeling if you're trying to get felonies together, if I get 19th, that's not gonna work.
The 3rd's probably more realistic, Your Honor. I think he's before you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then.
Journeys to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue in these cases.
Thank you.
All right. Court does call the case. Well, we'll wait. Again? Yes. Court does call the case People versus Joshua War.
Cash is called this for the people.
This is an arraignment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your name?
Joshua War.
All right. Sir, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about October 17th, 2022, at the location of, we need the other, I don't like the way these are written. The location of 3200 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did receipt and conceal stolen property, $200 or more, but less than $1,000, which is miscellaneous merchandise from that store. Do you understand that charge, sir?
From where?
From Kroger,
When was this?
October 17th, 2022.
What was it? From October 17, 2022.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
You understand what you're charged with?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay. That's a misdemeanor punishable
Your
by
Honor.
up to 1 year incarceration, a
Yes, Your
$2,000 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased at 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
No.
You're going to represent yourself?
Yes. Can I get a discovery packet, please? And a notebook?
Well, you're going to represent yourself, sir, then. What I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate that you're standing mute. You're not saying anything about the charges. I'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf.
Excuse me, Your Honor, Cedric Simpson. Is there any way you could push up my court date for my hit and run and give me an expedited speedy trial, please? Or give me a
I don't know
PR
when next
bond, please? I would like to
speedy trial
subpoena
That
verbal
case
motion
is
for a
not
PR bond.
before me at this point in time. That case is not before me. We're
Who
going
to
to
get, what, it got
gonna
bounded
deal-
over to circuit
Mr.
court?
Wara, we're going to deal with this case right now, okay?
Can I get my discovery packet for that case, please?
I've entered a not guilty plea on his behalf. I will set his bond in this case. He's held on other things. At this point, I'll just set his bond in this case at a 10% bond. There is, I'll order standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons or ammunition. There's to be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. Indicate that the defendant is waiving an attorney and that he's going to represent himself. The people will make sure that he gets a discovery packet. I will then adjourn this matter December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll make the record that I intend to submit orders for a forensic evaluation. He is being evaluated in this other case that's currently pending.
Understood. Thank you. Court calls case People versus Corral Brown.
Cash is called this for the people.
Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Brown. I don't know why he's not here. I spoke to him probably less.
He didn't answer when I said it. I don't even know if it was him.
Well, I'd ask for an adjournment.
I'm sure you would. If you can't hang around, doesn't answer when I call his case, bench warrant, 5,000, 10%. You can get through to him. We won't issue that until Friday.
Okay, thank you.
That it for that block. All right, court is standing recess. I'll come back, start the next block up.
All rise. May be seated. Washington State of Michigan, come back in session. The Honorable J. Cedric Simpson retired.
Maybe see. Court does call the case of the People versus Esther Capper.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Ms. Capper. Ms. Capper, state your name for the record.
Esther Capper.
I have before me a plea form that indicates that she's going to plead to an added count 2 of retail fraud 3rd degree. The 93-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding.
Yes, Your Honor, with no deferred sentence, that's correct.
That is correct.
So as part of the agreement, there's no deferred sentence.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm just going to put that on the.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again, please, for the record.
Esther Capper.
All right. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud 3rd degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days of jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
You understand that you're waiving all of those rights, including the rights contained under paragraph 5, which are your trial rights.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
November 20th, 2024, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What did you do at the Meyer store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I didn't scan all the items that were in the cart.
Say that again?
I didn't scan all the items that were in the cart and attempted to leave the
Came up
store.
to the, you went in the store, picked out some items. You came up to the register and as it was a U scan,
Yep.
correct? And you
Yes, sir.
basically skip scanned some items and didn't scan those items so that they could be charged to you. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Store was open to the public at the time?
Yes, sir.
You didn't have anybody's permission to do that, did you?
No, sir.
These items that you skip scanned, these were items that were offered for sale by Meyer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ma'am, if I accept your plea, I need you to understand that if you commit misconduct between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that if that were the case, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation or recommendation, and nor would the court be bound by that, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
You are satisfied.
Satisfied, Judge.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Ma'am, I need you to hold on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can begin the process, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Court calls the case. People versus Stephanie Cardella. Cardella, you have her? Not here. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $5,000. I'll give a 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case of the people versus Jacqueline Karuna. I said that all wrong because she smiled when I tried to pronounce her last name. Go ahead.
Assistant Public
Kawana,
Defender,
so thank you.
behalf of Ms. Karuna?
Kawana,
Karwana.
Caruana? Hold it. I know why that is, because we're trying to put syllables together that don't belong together in our name. That's why we're pronouncing it the wrong way. Yeah, the R and the U are kind of a separate thing.
Yeah.
We're running them together.
We're
So now that I've given you now that I've given you that lesson on sort of.
I've heard it.
Miss Perroni, I understand what we're doing wrong, okay? So. All right, what are we doing?
Regarding the pretrial order, I'm asking for an adjournment. Ms. Caruana and I have been playing a little bit of phone tag. I think she is considering retaining, so if there's any update to that, Ms. Caruana, your attorney will know what to do.
All right, are you retaining an attorney, ma'am, or what are you doing?
So I was speaking with David Shan. I'm unable to afford his services though at this time.
Okay. All right, but you need an adjournment
Please.
in any event.
Yeah, we'll be in touch, Ms. Caruana.
All
Okay.
right, I'll adjourn the matter to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Maria Clark.
Cash office for the people.
Oh, you're here. I'm doing well. Your name?
Naria?
Maria Clark, right?
Yes.
All right. And ma'am, you are before the court on charge of operating a motor vehicle without security. That means without proper insurance as required by law. You understand that?
Yes.
This is alleged to have occurred on or about August 8th, 2025 at the location of Gulfside and Washtenaw Avenue.
Yes.
All right. That's a misdemeanor, not punishable by not more than 1 year in jail, not less than a $200, nor more than a $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. First question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney on this?
No.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
I did bring my registration and proof of insurance here today.
So what are you going to do with that?
I don't know. I was told to bring it.
You were told to bring it?
Yes.
By who?
The clerk's office here.
Pardon?
The clerk's office.
So are they going to represent you? Did they tell you what to do with that?
No. They just
So
told
you
me
don't know what to do with it?
give it to you to show that I have proof of insurance.
Oh, so you think you need an attorney to help figure out what to do with that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so let me ask the question again. Do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
Good answer. This is a public defender case.
Public Defender Natalie Page, with on behalf of Ms. Clark. Could we have any further reading, stay on mute, and probably very brief adjournment of the trial, Your Honor.
Defendant having waived from a reading standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea on her behalf. Pre-trial in this matter, I will adjourn out. My next is 19th.
Yes.
Turn it out to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. I'll set her bond at $5,000. Personal recognizance bond, all order standard conditions, including no assaultive behavior, possession of any weapons, no alcohol, recreational marijuana, or illegal drug use. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. No, 19th. I think it's something that's resolved. Court calls case People versus Michael Collison.
Good morning. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Collinson. State your name for the record, sir.
Yes, Your Honor, Michael Scott Collinson.
Thank you. Okay, what are we doing?
Your Honor, I believe this is a review hearing to check in with how Mr. Collinson is doing. I did receive a progress report from Community Corrections. He has no tether violations.
Correct.
He's still at Don Farm.
Okay.
He was released from the jail after a violation to Don Farm. He's still there. He is working on actually extending his treatment longer with his treatment team there because he really is trying to, he's really committed to his sobriety. So I applaud him for that. Mr. Collins, is there any other update you want to provide to the court?
No, I believe the last time when Ron was in front representing Judge Simpson, one of the recommendations that Oakdale had made, so I started my treatment plan with Heid for my mental health. I met with my case management. I meet with my therapist on November 10th, and then I meet with case management again on December 1st. I've been transparent with my mental health and my substance abuse and also my legal issues. I attend 2 meetings a day. I've asked the rehab to extend. They had me anticipated to be done with treatment on November 17th, but I've asked for an extension just so I can get the most I can out of treatment. Just trying to do the next right thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
I have it.
Oh.
I don't know how to share it to you though, but I have it.
Got it. Okay, I see what you're showing me. I'm not sure I can read it all, but somehow or another, we'll get that to your attorney so they can get that to me.
And I did receive communication from the caseworker at Don Farm confirming what Mr. Collins
What he's indicating.
was representing.
All right, so what do we need to do next? I set it for a show cause. Denied is found. It's already been sentenced. We're basically on this BOP.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange because he technically was discharged from probation, released, given the time, released to treatment. There were those issues with treatment and tether, ended up back in custody, then was released back to treatment. So he's not quite on probation or bond, but kind of.
He's still under sentence to me.
Right, I guess, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I still have a tether on, and I just wanted to tell the court, I finally did get that dentist. I went to the dentist, got my tooth removed without any tether violation this time, so.
That is why the first one.
No, I remember why the first one and everything else. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'd like to see some things in writing regarding this, and I can figure out where I'm gonna go. So let me adjourn this to December 3rd. He might still be there, might not, but we'll figure it out from there at 9 a.m. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Collison, let me tell you something else.
Yes, sir.
When you commit yourself to your sobriety, certain other things happen that you're not even aware of. And I'm just going to tell you that you just look a whole hell of a lot better than the last time that I saw you. You're starting to look healthy. A lot healthier than you were.
I appreciate it.
So what you need to do is you just need to keep heading in that direction, because while people may not say it like I just said it, people notice it.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. You take care.
You too. Thank you, Lauren.
Thanks, Mr. Collison.
Court calls the case, People versus Devontae Connor Belcher.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with it on behalf of Mr. Connor Belcher, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please state your name for the court?
Devontae Connor.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm respectfully requesting an adjournment. Some of it is, well, it's kind of a funny story, my fault. Mr. Connor Belcher, as instructed, immediately upon his release to the jail, called me and left me a voicemail with to update his phone number. I had to play that voice. It's kind of funny. I couldn't hear the phone number he left. However, I was able to send him an email, which he did respond to. So we have not had a meaningful conversation before today since we last spoke. But he is here. He's doing the right thing. I'm asking for an
It's kind of
adjournment.
funny unless you're him, right? No, I'm kidding.
And,
All right.
um,
Okay, Mr. Belcher, I'm going to adjourn your case
sir.
out to December 3rd so you can have meaningful conversation with your attorney. All right, sir?
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Bond
you, Your
continue.
Honor.
You take care of yourself.
And
Thank you.
Mr. Connor Belcher, sorry, Your Honor, can you please respond to the email with just like written down your phone number?
What email did you send that to?
You
just for-
respond, yeah, or just call the public defender's office on
Yeah,
Friday.
I'll leave you a voicemail. I'll just go by. Yeah, okay.
Okay, sounds great, sir. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Court calls case People versus Calvin Dooley.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Dooley. State your name for the record, sir.
Calvin Dooley.
Yeah, we are requesting an adjournment for negotiation.
Adjourn the matter December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, Mr. Dooley.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Grant DeCia.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Mr. Ducia. State your name for the record, please, sir.
Grant Matthew, did you say?
That's right. No, I know when I said it, that's not the way that he pronounces it, but it's all I had. All right.
Well, good to know. Your Honor, Mr. Ducey and I have not spoken prior to today, so I'd ask for an adjournment. I apologize. I didn't realize, I thought you'd be on Zoom. I did not realize that was you. The 19th should be okay. I assume we can.
But the 19th and the 3rd, 19th?
The 19th should be.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll adjourn the matter to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls case of the People versus Keith Dyer. Keith Dyer. But I already issued a warrant. No, he's got a felony warrant. But on this misdemeanor, I will just issue a show cause and let's see what happens. So couldn't warn him right away, but let's see. Court calls case People versus Derail Frederick.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Frederick. Your Honor, who I believe he's still at Sacred Heart, and I did provide the Zoom to his, I'm blanking on the name. I don't want to say the word counselor because I don't know if that's officially what it is. I was unsuccessful in being able to talk to him on the phone.
But you gave them the.
But I did send just to that email address the Zoom information in time for today, and frankly, I did not hear a response to that email, so I don't know if they got it. The only documentation I have is that he is there. As of October 22nd, is that documentation I have, excuse me.
November 19th, I'll turn it to 2025, 9 a.m. Let you try to figure it out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Trayvon D.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. G, who's present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Trayvon G.
Thank you, Your Honor. There is an offer extended in this matter that I did discuss with Mr. G. He's asking for an adjournment for some more time to discuss that and consider.
December 3rd, 2025, 9.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. G.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Chanel Griffin.
An Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Griffin, who should be present via Zoom. Ms. Griffin, can you please turn on your microphone and camera and state your name for the court?
Yes. It work?
Your name?
Chanel Griffin. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor should be a plea form as well as
Yes,
a plea
I see.
report.
Okay. Plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading Doesn't say how. I think it's a no
No
contest.
contest, Your Honor. I apologize. My fault.
No contest to the charge of retail fraud third degree. The 93-day offense upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Also correct, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth so help you God?
Yes.
State your name again for the record.
Chanel Griffin.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge or pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes.
Still wish to plead? And do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
All right. 2 things about it I have to make sure that you understand it. First of all, means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes.
Second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court will treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea.
Potential civil liability.
Ma'am, to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now, you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding those rights?
No.
You understand you're giving up all of those rights, inclusive of the rights that are contained under paragraph 5, your trial rights. You understand that?
Yes.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes.
and of your own free will?
Yes.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 23-10448. Any objections to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined in the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to, and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, and you would not be permitted to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court?
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendants referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m., or as your invite indicates. Ma'am, I need you to hold on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department and at least begin the sentencing process, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Griffin.
Yep.
Court calls the case, People versus Lakita Guyton.
On behalf of the judge, who may be present, please. You're present, can you please unmute and state your name?
You have her. She is not present.
For the record, Your Honor, I can explanation for failure to appear.
Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set once again in the amount of $5,000. Give a 10% privilege on that. That warrant will issue immediately. Court does call the case of the People versus James Hagan.
Special votes to
Public Defender Natalie on behalf of Mr. Hagan. Now, sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
James Hagan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have been able to discuss this case with my client. We're asking for one brief adjournment to review the media discovery together.
Okay. December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond continued. Thank you, Mr. Hagan.
All right, Judge Simpson.
Court calls the case, People versus Joseph Hamby.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
They're not checked in. Hamby. Bench warrant will issue. Bond 5,000. 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. They're happy to appear before the show closes. Court calls case of the People versus Maya Hines.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Here.
Good afternoon, Assistant Postman Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Hines. Ms. Hines, state your name for the record, please.
Maya Hines.
Thank you, ma'am.
And I'm just asking for a brief adjournment for negotiations.
Adjourn the matter to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Hines.
Thank you.
Court calls the cases of the People versus Trevor Howard.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Under Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Howard. And I've not had been able to get in touch with Mr. Howard. He has a warrant that's already been ordered by this court. And I believe this case ain't a felony, actually.
Yeah, what is he up for today?
This one, I believe, is an OWI.
Right, I see it as an OWI. I don't know why. How did it get set for today, though? Because the last thing I have entered is I issued a warrant. For 11/24. Oh, I see. No, I don't know that he still has a warrant out.
So I'm sure he appeared in custody on the 15th
Oh,
of October, and today's date was set. In the meantime, there is a community corrections violation that was filed. So
and they gave him a PR.
The community corrections violation was filed after.
Not my question. He was arraigned on my warrant. They gave him a PR at the time of arraignment in October.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
And so now we're chasing him again after two other warrants that had to be issued for him.
And looks like he was tampering with his strength.
Yes, he was tampering with a scram. He's now been released after not appearing from April of 2024. He's now released October of 25. He's got that, and he has a felony case, neither of which he's. Bench warrant will issue, no bond. See what they do with that. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case, People versus Hashir Isa.
Ashley Feltus for the people.
Is present via Zoom.
Yes, I see, Mr. Isa, can you unmute and state your name, please?
Hashir Isa, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning.
My pleasure. Morning, sir.
Isa did file on his own.
What's some? To do what?
Yes. Mr. Isa was set for final settlement conference appear back in August. And at that time, the case was dismissed without prejudice due to the prosecution being unable to proceed. Since then, Mr. Isa did submit this to the court. And provided a copy as well. So I have nothing.
I don't have, he just wants biometric destroyed.
I think so, Your
Is
Honor.
that's not what it technically says.
Yes, Your Honor. I did.
Well, I'm not going to take any action on his motion. If you talk to Mr. Isa, talk to your attorney. If you submit the form to me with the order, I can't see why I would have an objection to it.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Mr. Eason.
All right, so Mr. Issa, the important thing, if you want it done, is to get through to your attorney.
Yes, Mr.
I will.
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Your Honor. Thank you.
Court calls case, People versus Justin Lang.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Warren Attorney on behalf of Mr. Lang. Say your name for the record, Mr. Lang.
Justin Lang.
All right, I have before me a plea form that indicates that he's going to be pleading guilty to an added count 2 malicious destruction of building less than 293-day offense. Upon his successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed, and he's agreeing on his horn to pay restitution.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the court's understanding.
That is correct.
All right. Mr. Lang, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name again, please.
Justin Lang.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of malicious destruction of a building less than $200. That is a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. Fine could be increased at 3 times the value of the property damaged or otherwise injured. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
I do.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
I do.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding those rights?
No, sir.
Look at or you understand that you're giving up all of those rights, including the rights that are contained in paragraph 5.
I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And of your own free will?
Yes.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
On the date get my complaint here. On the date of January 17, 2025, at the location of 4432 Hunt Club Drive, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. Tell this court, what did you do on that date that makes you think that you're guilty?
I was locked out of my apartment in the cold and took a rock and threw it through a glass window to get back in.
The door belonged to the apartment complex, correct, Mr. Lang?
Yeah, it was the entry door.
Kind of an awkward silence. Did he pay for the door or?
Hello? Hello?
He has
Go ahead.
agreed to pay for the door. The original agreement that we came to was that he was gonna pay for it up front. We've been waiting for the apartment complex for probably 2 months to give us.
Council approach. Mr. Lang?
Yeah.
Were you a leaseholder at the place or were you kind of staying there?
No, I'm a leaseholder.
You were a lease? No, at the address here that we're talking about.
I still currently am.
I thought you were in Texas.
I still have a lease on the apartment in Michigan.
The Texas is a seasonal thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm just
I
here.
thought maybe he had moved there. Okay, so he's a leaseholder?
I did not know that, Your Honor.
Okay, so
And I also, it was the
Do we-
main building door, I think, not the individual apartment.
right,
That's
but I think you have to go through you have to
Yes.
go through there to get to the apartment. And
Correct.
so I know how they're set up. I get that. But okay, Mr. Lang, did they ask you to pay for the window?
No, I never knew that there was anything coming of it until I got my court notice.
Okay, do we know how much?
We don't have.
Okay, so here's my issue with this, Mr. Lang. Normally, these don't come through the criminal proceeding. Usually what will happen is, and I'm not gonna ask whether you were intoxicated, because you probably were. That's why you broke the window, and that's why it was cold outside, but I'm not gonna ask that question. But usually when that kind of thing happens, well, first of all, it usually happens on a college campus, but that's okay. They just ask you to pay. The complex asks you to pay, and the criminal process isn't involved in it. And I'm a bit concerned. Certainly I could take the plea. Certainly it might be a criminal offense, but it's not the normal way that it's handled. So what I'm going to do in my discretion is I'm not going to at this time accept your plea. I'm going to ask the parties to go back. First of all, figure out if there's an amount, and if there's an amount, if he pays for it, if we're good, because that's how this would normally be handled. Or if for whatever reason, there may be other things that are leading to that are causing criminal charges as opposed to that other type of resolution. If all of that makes sense. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You follow that, Mr. Lang?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm not going to take his plea. I'll adjourn this out. I'll just go to December 3rd. That way, if there's an amount, it needs to be paid. If that gets communicated and he can pay it, maybe.
Can I have one other request.
You have another request? I just did that for your client. You're asking me for more?
I know
You know what, parenting? No. I don't care what it is.
But I honestly like Mr. Lang so much. I told him I would ask on his
Oh,
behalf.
so this is his request. After I do that? Okay, go ahead.
It's
I'm
both
not
our,
doing anything else, but
it's
go ahead.
both our requests. So
It's both of you. Now you're together in this. Okay, go ahead.
So I think Your Honor gets the context in what happened here. Because of it, Mr. Lang was given a sober link because this incident occurred the way that it did. So he's been on it since the end of July. He's
Okay, so first of all, that's why I said what I said before. I'm not going to change anything until I get the full picture of everything. So I get the request, but I'm going to leave it where it is right now.
Can I ask a follow-up?
Sure.
So he's in Houston, and they're an hour behind.
I know.
Community Corrections says they can't change the hours. Can we just move them in?
What do you mean they can't change the hours?
They said only you can do it because you're the judge.
You're testing 3 times a day?
Yes.
I don't know what they want me to say because it's set 3 times a.
Just that if the time.
And get to Community Corrections, tell them to put Mr. Lang on Central Time.
Yeah, Central Time.
Okay, I mean, I don't know what else.
Thank you.
I mean, the hours shouldn't make a big difference, but having gone through that whole fallback thing, it does.
You know, I'm shocked every day the past couple of days how dark it is at 6 o'clock. It rocks my world, and it happens every year. Why am I so surprised?
It does. It does happen every year. All right, so we'll try to get that. We're sending an email now to try to get that changed to Central Time. Just do me a favor until it's confirmed that that's done. Just make sure to test within that window. Stay within
Will.
the current window, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
I'll be in touch, Mr. Lang. You know where to find me.
thank
All right, see you,
you.
man.
Court calls case People versus Elijah Matthews.
Actually, both people.
Good afternoon. Public Defender Lauren here on behalf of Mr. Matthews. Mr. Matthews, state your name for the record.
Say it again. He's not here.
Well, Your Honor, he did call our office multiple times this morning. He said he was having trouble with Zoom. He gave us a call-in number. It looks like there's no call-in number.
Well, there is a call-in on.
Hello, I'm here.
Hello, what's your name?
Elijah
Okay.
Matthews.
I told you he'd be here.
Yeah, I was trying to reach y'all through video, but I couldn't do it. My signal was messed up or something.
Okay, all right, but you're here. What are we doing?
I'm just asking for an adjournment.
During this matter, Mr. Matthews, we'll let you figure the
Yes.
video out. I'm gonna go to December 3rd, okay?
Okay, thank you.
9 a.m. Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right, that's 12. Let me just start on it. I may not.
Will y'all send that to my email or something?
Excuse me?
Hello? Will y'all send that to my
Hello?
email or something? Yes,
Send
can you
what
hear
to
me?
your email? I'm not sending anything to
Elijah-
your email. Okay, your attorney may. Miss Paraphernalia will take care of you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. Court calls the case, People versus Chad Maurer.
People. Good afternoon. Defendant Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Maurer. Mr. Maurer, state your name for the record.
Not sure.
Not sure.
Well, I can speak with him this way. Your Honor, he has his permit. He's waiting to take his road test. He said he'll
Is he?
be the first, like, at 22 years, so he's very proud of him.
So why isn't he here?
I don't know. Actually, he's usually pretty prompt, I think.
He got his permit and he has a restricted paper license. Is that his deal? Yes, he does.
Not opposed to the
Okay. Adjourn it to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue. Let's call the case of the People versus Adib Shawaka.
for the people.
Good afternoon, Judge Lawrence H. Margolis with and on behalf of Adib Shawaka. Mr. Shawaka, please unmute and state your name.
Yes, Adib Shawaka.
Judge.
All right. What
What
are we doing?
I just got in this yesterday. I don't have discovery. There is a companion case, different party, that is a felony. I'm asking for a 30-day adjournment if I can.
I know. I handled the exam.
Okay.
So you're asking for a 30-day adjournment? I'll adjourn the matter December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Court calls the case of the People versus Jessica Mahalik.
Josh Phelps for the people.
Good afternoon. This is Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Mahalik. Ms. Mahalik, state your name for the record, please.
Jessica Mahalik.
I was going to say Michalak, but I know it's Mahalik.
I actually wrote it down how to pronounce it.
You had to write it down? It's Mahalik. That's the proper spelling of Mahalik. Don't you know anything? Jeez. Anyway, go ahead.
We're just asking for the adjournment for negotiation.
All right. Is she on a sober link?
Either that or scram.
You're on a scram. Okay.
Yes.
I'll adjourn it to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Whitney Mitchell.
Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Mitchell. State your name.
Whitney Mitchell.
Okay, there she is. All right.
Same thing, Your Honor. We're requesting adjournment for negotiations. I will say Ms. Mitchell is in outpatient treatment. She actually is just finished up at noon, and hopped on the Zoom, so,
She's in outpatient right now.
she is, yes.
Yeah, yes, I'm in the parking lot. I just
3
finished.
times a week, 9 to 12.
And how's that going for you?
It's going really good. It's nice to have other people to talk about my problems with instead of just trying to deal with it on my own.
That's interesting that you say that. Sometimes when you just try to deal with stuff on your own, just doesn't work, right?
Right. But now I
Yeah.
have other people like me and like counselors and therapists that's giving me tools and guidance. So it's going a lot better than it was.
Ms. Mitchell's interested in sobriety court as well, so
Oh, you're gonna try, okay.
we're gonna get her screened.
You're gonna get her screened and try to do that. Okay, well, let's try to figure out how to make that happen if we can. So I'm gonna adjourn you out to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. All right?
Okay.
Okay, you take care of yourself, Miss Mitchell. And remember,
Okay.
above all, sometimes the important thing is not to be patient with the world, but be patient with yourself and give
Yes.
yourself a little grace, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you take care.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the people versus Billy Lee Pauley Jr. Not here. This case. Okay,
I believe we withdrew from this case.
did you?
Yes. Something wrong too, I don't know. It did from conflict. I'll say, that would be my, I said not conflict.
Well, it's not your fault if you thought you were supposed to, you wouldn't have done anything because you thought you were out of the case. We do not have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn it out to the 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. and let everybody get everything caught up. Court calls case, people versus Jared Roberson.
Zoom, sir, can you please, I need to state your name for the court.
Jared Robertson.
Okay, he's still up. Got it.
Thank you, Your Honor. I believe I'll be requesting a very brief adjournment. I did just on Monday email to Ms. Lonnie Phelps some documentation and a request for some sort of civil infraction offer. I believe we'll be adjournment.
November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Thank you, sir. Court calls the case of the people versus Emiliano Silva.
Good afternoon, this is about Banter Attorney on behalf of Mr. Silva. We have come to resolution. Mr. Silva has given me permission to admit to the no proof of insurance civil infraction we did provide the people with his valid insurance.
That's correct, Your Honor. That would be my added count two of no proof of insurance, 257 326.
It can't be
328, I apologize.
328. I was about to say.
have two plus 328.
I consulted.
All right. And Mr. Paraphernalia, you admit responsibility on behalf of your client to the fact that on September 14, 2025, when requested, he was unable to provide proof of insurance.
I do.
Court will accept that admission, fines and costs of $155. When can they pay that?
I believe we can pay that today.
Okay, pay it by this Friday, November 7th, 2025. Court calls case, people versus Kristen Stamper. Kristen Stamper
This is a show cause for family.
for, got it. Not here again, bench warrant, 5,000. 10% privilege, that warrant will issue immediately.
Thanks, sir.
Court calls the case, People versus David Stevenson White.
Focus for the people.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Stevenson White. You should be on Zoom. Say your name for the record, please, sir.
David Stevenson White.
There he is. I need a camera, please. Thank you.
Mr. Stevenson White is in recovery court, as the court may remember, he's been waiting to get his license.
Through recovery court.
Yeah, he has not gotten it yet. He's about to finish that program though, and if they don't give it to him within, I think, the month that he has left, he can go to Secretary of State and get it. He just has to, he believes he just has to pay a reinstatement fee. Once he's done, he'll be eligible.
When do you finish up with the court?
I want to say because I'm down. I'm on phase 5. I'm down to going to court once a month, and I'm at the finish line. So I probably got 2 more court hearings, and I'm out the door.
All right, let's see what they do. I'll adjourn this out to December 3rd. Let's see what they do. All right.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot easier for me to get it just through the Secretary of State, because the sobriety court, they want me to. It's kind of backwards. They want me to get a car, get the blower put on the process. Then the blower costs like $150 a month, and it's just a lot of hoops. That got me, it's a lot of hoops.
I see.
It's a lot of hoops that got me jumping through. And I'm almost done anyway. So it's too many hoops to even. Once I even start the process of even looking for a car, I'll be done with the program by then.
Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, we'll just go to the 3rd and then we'll see where we are and figure it out, okay?
All right, thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the cases of the People versus Leo Stringa.
Defendant is present in the Zoom. You don't need to state your name for the court.
Leo Stringa.
Mr. Stringa and I have set to have a phone call on Friday. Doing a little bit better health wise, so we are going to be able to have a conversation. So I'd be requesting an adjournment.
Adjourned December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Yes, December 3rd.
9 a.m.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Court calls case of the People versus Thomas Taft.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Mr. Thomas Taft. Sir, can you please unmute and turn on your camera and state your name for the court?
Thomas Taft.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Excuse me. Your Honor should be in receipt of a plea form as well as a police report.
Let me see. Yeah. Should be, and I think I am. Okay. All right. The plea form indicates that the defendant will be pleading
no contest, Your Honor.
No contest to the charge of retail fraud in the 3rd degree. The 93-day offense upon the successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That is the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is our full understanding as well.
All right, sir, I'll need you to turn back on your camera, Mr. Taft, and leave it on. If you can please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name again for the record.
Thomas Taft.
All right, sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to the charge of retail fraud 3rd degree. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
I do.
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yes.
2 things about it I have to make sure that you understand. You understand that it means that you're not further desirous or wanting to contest this charge.
Correct.
You also understand that for purposes of sentencing, the court is going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Basis for the no contest plea.
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
Sir, to the charge of retail fraud 3rd degree, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now you understand that by pleading no contest, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
I do.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding those rights?
No, sir.
You understand that you're giving up all the rights contained on that form, including those rights contained in paragraph 5 of your trial rights.
I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
I do.
Are you on probation or parole?
I'm not.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
All right. Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case 25-5158. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find there's sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if you, between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rules, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation or recommendation, and the court would not be bound by that. And also, you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of no contest to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond will continue. Sir, I'm going to ask you to wait on the line. I'm going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can start the sentencing process. Okay, sir?
All right, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Have a
Honor.
good day.
Court calls the case, People versus Aaron Varner.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Defendant Lauren Kearney, on behalf of Mr. Varner. Take your name for the record, please.
Good afternoon, Aaron Varner.
Thank you.
Your Honor, requesting adjournment. Mr. Varner and I have an appointment for Friday to review. this
You
file.
have what?
We have an appointment for Friday to review this file.
Friday?
Friday.
Why do you make it for Monday? Then you
Monday,
would
I'll
have
have-
done it. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'll adjourn it to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Douglas Wade.
Ash Stoltz for the people.
Oh, he's here.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm right.
Douglas Wade, this is,
Oh, I'm so sorry. Your Honor, I'm sorry, I have no explanation for that, except I apologize. Assistant Public Defender Natalie Kate with on behalf of Mr. Wade, who is present via Zoom and more prepared than me. Sir, can you please state your name for the court?
Yes, my name is Douglas Wade.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did provide some documentation to Ms. Lonnie Felton that did, it didn't relate to my client, and I believe he would like to accept that offer.
57328. And ask the court to dismiss count 1 while it's responsible count 2.
right. 11-5 still. All right, Mr. Wade.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you admit responsibility to the fact that on September 24th, 2025, location of Michigan Avenue, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that upon the lawful request by a police officer, you were unable to provide proof of insurance?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $155. When can you get that paid, sir?
Probably the following week, Friday, if that long.
What's that mean?
The
14th?
Yeah, a week from Friday.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that's better. I got that. All right,
Yeah.
pay it by November 17th, 2025. Okay, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Court calls the case, People versus Jennifer Wallach.
Good afternoon, this is Public Defender. I'm here on behalf of Ms. Wallach. I tried to reach out to Ms. Wallach, in the last couple of days. I was unable to reach her. I don't.
Bench warrant, 5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case of the People versus Latrell Washington.
Conrad, so attorney for Mr. Washington.
Latrell
Mr.
Washington.
Washington, state your name.
Latrell Washington.
Thank you.
Your Honor, we attempted to take Mr. Washington, but we were unsuccessful. Mr. Washington, I'm glad you're here. Call the public defender's office and update your contact information, okay?
Okay.
I'll adjourn it out, give you time to do that November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court does call the case of the People versus Brendan Williams.
Brendan Williams, who is present via Zoom. I'm going to state your name for the court.
Brendan Williams.
Your Honor, I'm at adjournment. Miss Lonnie Feltus did provide me with a plea form regarding this offer in this case, and I believe that will be entered. However, I need to have my client review that and discuss it with him. I would request two things for a brief adjournment, and then also Mr. Williams, if you could possibly update your phone number if you did not get my text. I believe your voicemail box is not set up yet either. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Court calls case People versus Brennan Wilson.
Good afternoon, this is Public Defender Lauren Attorney on behalf of Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, state your name for the record.
Brendan Wilson.
Is your last name spelled with two L's?
Correct, yes.
Okay, very good. All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to count 2, embezzlement under 200, the 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. Defendant is also agreeing to make restitution as ordered by probation. And also the prosecutor and defendant agree that people do consent to Heid.
That's all correct, Your Honor. That is correct.
All right. Mr. Wilson, can you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
State your name again for the record, please.
Brendan Wilson.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of embezzlement by an agent or trustee under $200. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased 3 times the value of the property which is taken or the subject matter of the embezzlement. If that's greater than $500, that would become the maximum fine. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty that you'll not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, sir.
Hang on. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Correct.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please, you understand that you're giving up all the rights that are contained on that form, inclusive of those rights contained in paragraph 5, which are your trial rights.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
May 21st, 2025, at the location of 3825 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. Were you an employee at Meyer?
Yes, I was.
And what'd you do that makes you think that you're guilty?
I wrote myself $200 worth of bottle slips that I shouldn't have.
All right. And this was money that the ultimate goal of this is that you were going to take money that belonged to the principal, that being your employer, Meyer?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't have their consent to do that?
No, sir.
And you were able to do this by virtue of the fact that you were employed as a Meyer employee, correct?
Correct.
All right. Sir, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rule, that you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, and the court would not be bound by that, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Is counsel aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
The people are satisfied. Satisfied, Judge.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendants referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. All right, sir?
All right,
Bond,
thank you.
bond will continue. Sir, I need you to wait online. I'm going to put you into a breakout room with our probation department so we can begin the sentencing process. Okay, sir?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Court does call the case. People versus Heather Wright.
Public Defender Natalie Plea with right to appear to be in. Ma'am, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Yes, good afternoon, Your Honor. Heather Wright.
Heather Wright. Okay, very good. We got her. Okay, what are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed this matter with my client, and at this time, we're asking to set the case for final settlement conference.
Okay, jury final settlement conference in this matter will be December 5th, 2025 at 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, will be December 8th, 2025 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings will be in person. All right, bond will continue with its conditions. All right, thank you, Ms. Wright.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case. People versus Alejandro Cervantes. This facility didn't sign in, so I will adjourn this matter out. This was set for an arraignment. I'll adjourn to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. He's in custody. All right. Thank you. That finishes that block. Our next block is at what? 1 o'clock. And I'll be back shortly after that. Caught back up. Miss Faltez was happy I was going ahead with that other block, even though it was killing me to have to plow through that many cases.
I was very happy.
But she did not care if I just fell over. I work hard. Jeez, oh Pete. I just stand in recess.
The District Court for County of Washtenaw, State of Michigan is now back in session. Judge Jason Simpson retired.
You may be seated. Court does call the case of the People versus Tanisha Akins.
Kind of this on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Page, on behalf of the city present via Zoom. And can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Tanisha Akins.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I have discussed this matter with Ms. Akins. We are requesting an adjournment with the trial. She does have an unsettled civil judgment she's dealing with. It's currently keeping her, Michigan license held up, so we're asking for an adjournment so that she can further see what's property.
Okay, there's a civil case. That's all right. What's my date after the 3rd?
December 17th.
All right, because sometimes it's hard to track that, so I'm gonna adjourn this to December 17th, 2025 down here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Cyber Bell.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the Steel Township.
Public defender Natalie Bell gave me permission to accept the offer on her behalf.
And Your Honor, I'm going to move to add count 2 of double parking. If you accept that admission, I move to dismiss the original charge.
And Ms. Pate, on behalf of your client, do you bear responsibility to the fact that on July 4th, 2025, Ellsworth Road in Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, is double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and costs of $180. When can she pay it?
Your Honor, she is asking for 60 days. She did advise to me that she is currently 34 weeks pregnant as well, and says that she originally asked for 30. Then, like, to be really honest, I really need 60.
So hold it. The way I count that, that's so if I give 60 days, she's gonna be in the throes of labor.
I know. I wondered if maybe like there's a lottery or something she's winning when her child is born. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
I wasn't going there. I was just doing the math. And okay.
She'd asked for 60, Your Honor. That's what.
So she's due sometime in December, January. That's probably about earlier than that. Ms. Parony is going to speak to us as an expert. Everybody pause a moment. Yes. Ms. Parony.
I think she deserves a big pot of money when she gives birth, but that's, that has nothing to do with my situation or my life.
Whole unbiased analysis. Okay.
What I can say about this, she's been very communicative. I didn't even have her phone number, like from arraignment, but she called our office, super nice to me. So I would ask for 60 days on her behalf.
There's no way I can look good at this at all. I'm just saying. I accept it. February 28th, 2020. Oh, I knew that. That's why I chose that day. Court calls the case of the People versus Clarence Benson.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the Steel Township.
Good afternoon, Mr. Public Defender, attorney on behalf of Mr. Benson. I don't know if he's here, Judge. We were unable to reach him.
I'm here.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Yep,
okay. State your name.
Clarence Benson.
Okay.
Mr. Benson, do you know what's the status of your license is?
I'm hoping I can get them back sometime next month. That's what I've been working on.
He's still, at least according to this report, at the end of October, still suspended. But do you think you can get it back in what, November or December?
December.
All right. December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m.
All right, thank you.
See what he comes up with. All right, thank you, sir. Court calls the case of the People versus, and I know I'm going to butcher this. Is it Azonia Boone Slaughter?
Iziana, Your Honor.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the Steel Township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perry on behalf of Ms. Boone Slaughter. Ms. Boone Slaughter, you stated the first half. Can you state your full name?
Iziana Boone Slaughter.
Iziona. Vince, okay. Okay. I know it's just like it's spelled, but I made the vowel long vowel. I'm sorry. All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, you should have a plea form. We have up to resolutions.
Yes, I do. Okay, I see it. All right. Plea form indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud under the Pittsfield Township Ordinance, the 90-day misdemeanor. Upon their successful plea to that charge, that's actually the stated charge, the prosecutor and defendant agree to a sentence under Heid. That's the court's full understanding.
That's my understanding.
Mine as well.
All right, very good. Ma'am, if you could please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, state your name again for the record, please.
Iziana Boone Slaughter.
All right, ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days, a $500 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
I understand.
All right. And understanding that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes,
And to that charge, how do you plead?
guilty.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes,
Did you sign in advice of rights form? Yes, you did. Ma'am?
yes, I did.
Okay. You have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No,
All right. You understand that you're giving up all of those rights, including the rights contained in paragraph 5, which are your trial rights.
yes, I understand.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes,
Are you on probation or parole?
no,
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
no,
Has anybody threatened you or coerced you?
no,
You're doing this voluntarily
yes,
of your own free will
correct.
and because you believe that you're guilty of this offense?
Yes,
June 23rd, 2025. The location of 3749 Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. What did you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
concealed items and tried to exit the store.
All right, so you went into the store, you concealed merchandise and tried to walk out without paying for it?
Yes,
The store was open to the public at the time?
yes,
You didn't have anybody's permission to take that property, did you?
no, I did not.
And the property that you tried to take was property that Target had offered for sale?
Yes,
All right, ma'am, if I do accept your plea, I need you to understand that if you commit misconduct as defined by the Michigan court rule between the time of the acceptance of my acceptance of your plea and the time of your sentencing, you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation and or recommendation, nor would the court be bound by that. And you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
I understand, Your Honor.
All right.
One additional question.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Boone Slaughter, on June 23rd, 2025, how old were you?
Okay.
I was just turned 18. Which day did you say?
On June 23rd, 2025.
23rd? I turned 18 this year on June 12th.
Okay, so at the time you were 18.
Yes, I had just turned 18.
Thank you.
All right. Are there any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea which the court is not aware of?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court ruling? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant is referred to probation for pre-sentence investigation and report and consideration of Heid. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025 at 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. Okay, bond with its conditions will continue. All right, ma'am, I'm going to ask you to wait for a moment. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so we can start the sentencing process. All right?
I understand. Thank you.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Aaron Bucko. This is an arraignment. Come forward, sir. What's your name?
Aaron Bucko.
All right. Sir, you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint. that Mr. Maynard's complaint alleges that on or about September 7th, 2025, at the location of at Glencoe Hills Drive in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that you did operate a motor vehicle with a high blood alcohol content. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 180 days incarceration, up to a $700 fine plus court costs. The court could order community service or any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court could also order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So the first question I have for you is, do you want to be represented by an attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is a public defender case. Thank you.
Mr. Public Defender Natalie Pate, with and on behalf of Mr. Bucko, we've waived any further reading of the complaint. My client stands that a not guilty plea be entered. We would ask for a PR bond as well as an adjourned pretrial date, please.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to November 19th, 2025. Well, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjourn it to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m. Alleged BAC, Esteban, alleged BAC.
BAC level was 0.223, 0.223. There's no crash involved. It's passed out behind the wheel in the driveway of along Glencoe Hills Drive, 2240 Glencoe Hills Drive. No known priors.
Got it. I will set the defendant's bond at a $25,000 personal recognizance bond. Sir, as a condition of release, I'm going to order standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons and or ammunition. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is also to be no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
I will order that the defendant should report over to community corrections for placement on a SoberLink testing device, so that you understand that will require you to blow into the machine 3 times per day. You understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you?
21.
You work?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you in school at all?
No. I've been in my job for almost 4 years.
I'm sorry?
I've been in my job for almost 4 years.
You've been on your job for 4 years?
At my job, yes.
Okay, so you're not in school currently. Okay. Did you graduate high school?
No, I didn't.
How far did you get?
11th grade.
What happened?
I don't even know.
What?
I don't even know. I just kind of just gave up.
You gave up? Explain that to me.
I mean, I don't know. I just didn't really have the drive or ambition to keep doing it, I guess.
Who's here with you?
My parents.
Your parents? Okay, so I figured as much, because there was one on each side of you, giving you cover before you came up. When you decided to give up on school, how'd they feel about that?
I mean, it was kind of more my choice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were on your own?
I mean, not on my own, but.
Well, no, but you were on your own?
In that moment.
Let me just, I'm just, this whole picture, you were living in their house.
Yeah.
Right? So at 17, which was when you made this decision, right? A lot of decisions really weren't yours. You may have made them, but they really were your decision. So I'm gonna go back. How'd they feel about you not finishing school?
Honestly, probably not happy.
Pardon?
Probably not happy.
Okay, young man, what'd they say to you?
Really nothing.
Nothing? Did they look at you like you've got to be out of your mind? Did they give you that parent look?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah? That meant they weren't happy. Right?
Yeah.
Mom, you wanted to say something. You were waving your hand. Go ahead, talk. I talk to every mom I can, so go ahead.
So I was not happy when he made the decision to quit school. His father and I are divorced.
Okay.
So it was back and forth, with the houses. He did start working full-time right away because my belief is if you're not going to school, you need to be working full-time. You don't need to be out there doing dumb. He has made a very bad mistake. He really, I'm not going to make an excuse for it.
No, I know.
He does have a good heart, but he made a bad mistake.
Dad, you want to say something? I'll hear from you.
Yeah, Your Honor.
Pardon? Why don't you guys go over here and let Dad come up to the podium, please?
Right over here, sir. You can sit like.
What's your name, sir?
Alexander Buckos.
All right.
When he quit school, I told him, son, if you don't go to school, you gotta work. And he's been working. He's just gotten a little bit of trouble, but I think with the direction of me and his mother, he'll be okay. He just hit a little bump in the road there, but I told him, son, you gotta work. If you're not gonna go through school, you have to work, like my dad told me. So I wanted to say, Your Honor, I think with the direction of me and his mom, he'll be okay.
Let me ask you guys, is he still living with you guys or on his own?
With me.
With you?
Yes.
So let me ask you this, Dad. If you had to do or want something for your son, would you want him to finish school at least?
Yes.
As a father, that's what you would want.
Yes.
For, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see if we can make it happen. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mom, you feel the same way, I bet.
Definitely. Unfortunately, my life circumstances, my biological mother pulled me out of school at 14 to care for my younger siblings. So I went back and got my GED. 8 years ago, I became a nurse. And
oh, God bless you.
Education is extremely important.
You ever ask your parents about that? Why not?
Never really thought about it.
Okay, so you're sitting here right now thinking about it. What do you think you're gonna do?
Try to get my GED.
Oh, see, you probably landed in the wrong court. Because that whole notion of trying, well, that's not in my makeup. You're going to get your GED.
I'm gonna get my GED.
What do you think was bringing your father to tears a bit?
Probably a lot of stuff. He's just upset.
He's just upset.
Yeah, about everything.
How many siblings do you have?
5.
5. How many boys?
Just me and my brother.
You and your brother? You oldest or youngest?
Youngest.
You're the young one. Some of what your dad's feeling, and I could try to explain it to you, you're not even going to understand till you have your own. Right? Here's part of the problem, young man, and this is what you got to realize. You don't think so, but every time a father looks at their son, they see themselves. Right? And so as you're sitting there in trouble and kind of not doing the right thing, and he's trying to guide you, when you make, allegedly, I'll say at this point, stupid decisions, that hurts. You get it?
Yeah, sure.
And the problem with kids nowadays is you think you're grown. You're not grown. You're not on your own. And you're with them, right? But they took time. You're the one in trouble. And they took time out of their day to sit here. I've been watching you ever since you 3 walked into the courtroom. Right?
Yeah, I'm blessed to have
And,
I'm blessed to have them as my parents.
Oh, you certainly are. So what we're going to do is you're going to get yourself into school. You're getting that GED. You understand me?
Yes, Your Honor.
So how are we going to start doing that?
I'll look.
Where you live in Garden City?
Yes, Your Honor.
So by the time you come back here on December 3rd, you're going to have a whole process set up for me as to how that's happened, right? And how you plan on doing it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Pate will explain to you how I am, but if you come back and you haven't, we're going to have a problem.
I will.
Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And see, your parents gave you the option of work or do whatever. I have other options, and I don't think you want me to use them.
I understand.
You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I want you to get yourself enrolled in a GED program. All right? Because I want to see that GED certificate. Got it?
Yes, sure.
By the time all this is said and done, that I want to see. We clear?
Yes, sir.
He probably didn't even notice it. This kids kind of take it for granted. What was the one thing your mother said, which was really a communication to me to show you grace? You hear it?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? She let me know that you had a good heart. You were a good kid. She said it kind of quick, but she knew it. She was letting me know. I'm gonna take her at her word, because I don't think she'd get up there and say anything different than that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, don't thank me. Thank your mother. She's the one that told me. Because I don't know you from Adam. So, okay. Go out there, young man, do the right thing. I've signed the community corrections order, so you might want to do that before you leave this campus here, there, right to the side of the courthouse, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Honor.
Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
I see myself going down the same path. That's why
Pardon?
I see myself going down the same path. That's why I'm so upset.
I-
We got out of it, so thank you.
I get it. All right, thank you. Greatest thing in the world are father and sons, huh? Court calls case of Nicholas Calvula. Calvula. See here. Pardon? You don't have him. This is operating while intoxicated. What's the alleged BAC on this?
0.110. Blood draw.
Okay.
Traffic stop for speeding. 6145.
Got it. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $10,000 cash surety. Court calls case People versus Charles Calloway.
Public defender Natalie Heid on behalf of Mr. Calloway, who should be present on Zoom.
He is. Mr. Calloway, can you unmute and state your name, please? Not. He's trying. Okay, state your name.
My name is Charles Calloway.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Ultimately, what I'll be asking for here is an adjournment. Mr. Calloway has been responsive via, text, phone tag. So I'd be asking for a this one.
Just looking here to see. Got it. Okay. It may be something that can be easily rectified, but when I look at his record, but I'll adjourn it to December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
I'm sorry, you're on third.
3rd. All right. Thank you, Mr. Calloway.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
This report from County of Washington State of Michigan is now back in session. The outcome of today's session.
You may be seated. Court does call the case of the People versus Pamela Robbins.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Mr. Township.
Your Honor, good afternoon. James Murray on behalf of Ms. Robinson. Please state your full name.
Pamela Robinson.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to the charge of allowing an ineligible person to operate a motor vehicle, 90-day offense. On her plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement. Is that correct, counsel?
That is correct.
Yes.
Very good. Ma'am, can you please raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name again, please.
Pamela Robinson.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, it is this court's understanding that you're going to plead guilty to the charge of allowing an ineligible driver to operate a motor vehicle.
Yes,
That is
Your
a
Honor.
misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you?
Yes.
Guilty.
Guilty.
All right. Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
You understand you're giving up all those rights inclusive of the rights contained in paragraph 5.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerced you in any way?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On the date of August 28, 2025, at the location of Carpenter Road in Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, did you have custody or control of the motor vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Did you allow someone to operate that motor vehicle, maybe inclusive of yourself, who was otherwise ineligible?
Yes, sir.
All right. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule? Would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Before I accept her plea, that I did not notice this was actually an arraignment. As to the arraignment portion, you waive formal reading. Your client stands mute to the original charge. Is that correct, Mr. Murray?
Yes, it is, and I've explained to my client her statutory rights and maximum penalties.
All right, very good. Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute to the original charge, court will enter not guilty plea as to that charge. Will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Anything you want to tell me before I impose sentence?
No, sir.
Fines and cost of $250. Suspend 90 days in jail. When can you pay the $250?
Within 24 hours.
Okay, well, tell you what.
That's it, tomorrow. I can pay it tomorrow.
Well, they've got to get it entered into the system. Get it paid by this Friday, the 7th, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
I do
very much.
appreciate it, though. All
Thank
right.
you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Take care, Mr. Burr.
You too, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Michael McMullen.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the Township.
This is Under Natalie Case, on behalf of Mr. McMullen, who's present via Zoom. The court.
Mr. McMullen, state your name.
Michael McMullen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're asking for an adjournment. Mr. McMullen gets paid next Thursday. Police will be able to get his permit at that time. So we're asking for a brief adjournment.
Adjourn the matter to November 19th, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bond. Thank you. Bond continued. Court calls case of the People versus Troy Miller.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the Township.
Under Natalie Case, and Miller, who gave me permission to accept the outright.
Your Honor, I move to add count 2 double parking, accept the admission with dismiss original charge.
And Ms. Pate, do you admit responsibility on behalf of your client to the fact that on September 12th, 2025, at the location of Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan, that he double parked a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and costs of $180. When can that be paid? 30%. Okay, pay it by December 15. Court does call the case People versus Travis Nelson.
Conrad Siller on behalf of
This is an agreement.
Travis Nelson. No response. I'll issue an order to show cause.
Did you say Trivion Wilfer, sir?
No, I did not. Court calls case People versus Randy Gall or Wingule.
Conrad Siller on behalf of the Township.
An Assistant Public Defender, Natalie Pate, with my behalf, Ms. Naguli, who I'm sure I mispronounced your name yet again, sir. Can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Randy Goulet.
The N is silent. Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was trying to figure out what to do with it. Okay, it is.
Yeah, it
silent.
is.
All right.
It is.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor should be in receipt of a plea form. My client will be pleading in this case in an exchange Case set for arraignment, November 12th. Case number,
Okay. Defendant's going to be pleading no contest to the charge of open intoxicants in a motor vehicle, the 90-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one or the retail fraud in case 25-1-1672 or 1612 OM will be dismissed. That's the court. 1672.
1672.
All right, gotcha. Will be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
that is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, state your name for the record again.
Randy Goulet.
All right, you can put your hand down. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading no contest to the charge of open intoxicants in a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $100 fine plus court costs. You understand that?
Yeah.
Do you understand what a no contest plea is?
Yeah.
Okay, two things about it I have to make sure that you understand. It first of all means that you are not desirous of contesting this charge or fighting it anymore. You understand that?
Yeah.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court is going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Right.
Okay. So to the charge of open the basis for the no contest plea.
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
Sir, to the charge of open intoxicants in a motor vehicle, how do you plead?
No contest.
You understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Right.
You signed an advice of rights form or had someone sign it on your behalf?
I want my attorney to sign it on my behalf.
Right. But after she explained it to you, correct?
Yeah, she has.
Okay. Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No.
You understand you're giving up all those rights inclusive of the rights contained in paragraph 5?
Right.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yep.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You didn't have to answer that. The court has been provided Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report and has reviewed same for their case number 25-16-439. Any objection to court having reviewed that report?
No.
Based upon a review of that report, the court does find that there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant to guilt of this offense. I'll skip the rest of that because I would immediately sentence him. Have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
The court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Sir, anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No.
Fines and costs of $200. When can that be paid?
Probably about 2 weeks.
About 2 weeks. Okay, get it paid by December 1st.
Okay.
Okay. Get it paid by December 1st, 2025. I'll suspend 90 days in jail.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gooley. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case People versus Dolly Richardson.
Conrad Silver on behalf of the township.
Good afternoon, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Ms. Richardson. Ms. Richardson has a valid license and has given me permission to admit To double parking on her behalf.
That's correct, Your Honor. So I move to add count 2 of double parking. If you accept the admission, dismiss the criminal charge.
And do you admit responsibility on behalf of your client to that on the date of January 13, 2020, Packard Road, Pittsfield Township, that she double parked the motor vehicle. Court will accept that admission to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Fines and cost of $180. When can that be paid?
I would ask for 2 weeks, please.
All right, pay it by December 1st, 2025. Court does call the case of the People versus Drake Sluter.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Retrial without counsel in Roanoke Township.
Drake Sluter will issue an order to show cause. Court calls the case People versus Martina Stewart.
Present be assumed. Ma'am, can you please unmute and state your name to the court?
I do not have.
We don't have.
I expect her to be here to represent her both on this case and a case that she did appear on Monday, Your Honor. I frankly, I can only speculate if she had dates or times mixed up. I did indicate that she for the record. We did discuss it, and she does have some tickets to pay off, so we're going to be requesting on this one. Well, that's all true. She appeared on Monday.
She doesn't appear next time. December 3rd, 2025, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Kerry Vickerson.
Conrad Silver on behalf of
Good afternoon, this is Mary on behalf of Mr. Vickerson. He's here. He works every day at 2 o'clock. It's his afternoon, so that's where he is.
You think?
Still paying off tickets. He indicated to me.
Bench warrant, $7,500, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case the People versus Jeremy Wardlaw.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Defendant Natalie Pay, Mr. Wardlaw.
Mr. Wardlaw. Oh, there he is.
Jeremy
State your
Wardlaw.
name. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did speak about this with Mr. Wardlaw. He states that he needs to collect some finances together to pay some things off before he gets valid. So we are requesting it.
Got to do it quick. I'll adjourn it to December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued.
Thank you.
Court calls the case People versus Latrell Washington.
We called that case earlier in the 12 o'clock block.
Did we?
Yep. Because we called both cases in the 12 o'clock block. You had a state case and the township.
Why still has a file? I don't do the filing.
Don't worry, I got it all covered. I got it.
All right, thank you. Court calls the case People versus Trevion Willingford.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Public defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Williford.
Mr. Williford, you need to unmute, turn on your camera. He's there, but. Willingford.
Hello.
Hello, you turn on your camera. Thank you. What are we doing on this?
We are requesting an adjournment. Mr. Williford has tickets to pay off.
First adjournment, I'll adjourn it to December 17th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir. Court calls the case
Thank you.
People versus Kamani Word.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Really?
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate on behalf of Mr. Ward, who is present via Zoom. Sir, can you please unmute and state your name for the court?
Kimani Word.
All right, I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant is going to be pleading no contest to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. The 93-day offense. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That is correct.
Sir, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So help me God.
State your name again for the record.
Kimani Word.
Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty or pleading no contest to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. That is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, a $300 fine plus court costs. The court could also order community service and any rehabilitative programs the court deems necessary. The court also could order your vehicle immobilized, could order you to pay the cost of the prosecution as well as the cost of any emergency governmental services. You understand all of that?
Yes, sir.
Basis for the no contest plea?
Potential civil liability, Your Honor.
All right. Do you understand what a no contest plea is, sir?
Yes, sir.
Two things about it. I have to make sure that you understand it. First of all, it means that you're not further desirous or wanted to contest this charge. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
The second thing you need to understand is that for purposes of sentencing, the court is going to treat you the same as though you had pled guilty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
No contest.
Now you understand that by pleading no contest, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
Please look at paragraph 5 if you still have it. You understand that you're giving up those rights as well as the rights that are contained in paragraph 5.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
and of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
Court has been provided and has reviewed Pittsfield Township Department of Public Safety report for their case number 25-17-511. Any objection to the court having reviewed that report?
No, Your Honor.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Sir, I do, based upon a review of that report, the court does find there's a sufficient factual basis in which the court could determine the defendant's guilt of this offense. Sir, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules, any sentence evaluation or recommendation, the court would no longer be bound by, and you could not withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No.
Sir, and I guess I should ask, have I complied with the court rule? And would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to Von Swartz for an alcohol screening and assessment and the victim's impact panel. Sentencing in this matter will be December 10th, 2025, 9 a.m. Bond with its conditions will continue. Thank you, sir. Sir, I'll need you to wait. I will put you into a breakout room with probation intake so that we can start the sentencing process. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Word.
That's it. Put a fork in us. We're done. 14-8. Stands adjourned.